Hi, this is Deacon Hayes from wellkeptwallet.com, and I'm here today to show you how to create a budget in 10 minutes or less using the starter budget form that I created. So you're looking at that now, and I'll tell you where you can get this form so you can follow along in the video. So I basically created an Excel spreadsheet, so you have to have Microsoft Excel to use this form, but you can download it at wellkeptwallet.com/resources. You can see the addresses here. And under that page, there's a form section where you can download this for free and get started. So let's begin. So right now, I had clicked on the Starter Budget tab in the Excel spreadsheet, and we're going to start with the income section. And the income section is going to be your monthly take-home pay. So let's say you make $1,000 every 2 weeks. We're going to put $2,000 in the first field. And that's your take-home pay. So that's how much you get. So that's what your paycheck says times 2. So if you made $1,000 every 2 weeks, that'd be $2,000. In the second salary field, let's say that you're married and your spouse works part-time and they bring in about $1,200 a month. So we'll put that there. And then miscellaneous. This will be any income outside of your salaries. So if you sell something on eBay, if you get an inheritance, if you do get a second job delivering pizzas or serving or doing whatever to, get your finances in order, you're going to put that here. So we're going to put $200 here for the time being. Now we're going to move on to the expense section. And I broke it down to 2 different areas, housing expenses and then the rest of your expenses. And the reason I did that is because our housing expenses can be one of the biggest areas that we need to hone in on to cut back on. And so really figuring out how much we're spending on housing is very important in the budgeting process. So let's say that you spend about $1,000 a month on a mortgage or your rent. For your electric, we'll say about $125. Let's say you live in a community, a homeowners association, you have a fee, we'll say it's about $150 a month. For internet, let's say you have high-speed internet. We have high-speed internet, but we pay $30 a month, so we'll put that there. Insurance, so this would be homeowners insurance or renters insurance. You put that here, so we'll say it's about $40 a month. And then home improvement, if you have to fix a toilet or you have, little projects here and there that you have to do, not big, additions to the house or anything like that. We'll just say $50. And so these are, for home improvement, this is the only one here that's really variable. Most of these are all fixed expenses. Maybe your electric's not. Maybe that's variable. We're on a plan that's a fixed plan, so it's the same every month for electric. But for home improvement, we're guesstimating that's gonna be $50. Could be more, could be less, but that's what we're gonna do. So for groceries, let's say if you are a family of 4, if you have 2 to 4 people in your home, I know people personally that spend somewhere in the neighborhood of $200 to $300 a month in that category. So we're going to put $300 just to be conservative. Giving, let's say that you give 10%, so we'll put $340 a month. Vehicles and gas, we're going to say about $300 a month for 2 people. Insurance, if you have a couple of older cars, you're probably going to spend about $150 a month for insurance. We spend a little bit less than that for 2 cars. Entertainment, let's say that you don't go out a lot, but you do go out sometimes, maybe a few times a month. We'll say $100. Girly and guy money, this is basically, for my wife and I, we decided to call them these categories this because, there's certain things she likes like clothes, there's certain things that I like technology that we want to spend money on. So let's say it's $100 a month per person. Gift, so this would be anniversaries, birthdays, any special occasions. Having a monthly budget for that is really good so that you have the money to buy those gifts. So let's say $50 for that. Medical, we'll say prescriptions, dental, anything that kind of falls in the medical category, we'll put that here. So we'll say about $50 a month. That doesn't include your premiums because generally that's taken out of your paycheck. And so this is take-home pay. So that's why this would be co-pays for your medical, etc. Let's say you don't have a gym membership, so we'll just bypass that one. Let's say you and your spouse have 2 cell phones. My wife and I have 2 cell phones and we pay $85 a month for them through T-Mobile. I wrote a post called The Cheap Cell Phone Plan. Really enjoy their services, so I definitely encourage you to check that out if that's an area where you might be spending more than you want. Let's say for 2 people, you have very simple life insurance, 20-year term, probably $40 a month for 2 people. And then you have miscellaneous things that happen. Maybe you have kids' activities. Maybe you have some sort of hobby. You want to put that here. So we'll just say that's $50 a month. Then go down here so you can see that your total expenses outside of your housing expenses are $1,665. Add that up, means your total expenses with housing is $3,060, which leaves you with $340 a month to work with. So perhaps you have debt. You want to put that $340 towards. Perhaps you want to invest. Maybe you want to send your kids to college, so saving up for your kids' college. So that's what the surplus deficit field helps us with. You'll notice that I didn't talk about credit card payments or anything of that nature because I have another form called a debt reduction form where you tackle your debt, smallest to largest, and you take this surplus number. So this form works with that form, and that's why we didn't talk about that on this sheet. Well, thank you for watching how to create a budget in 10 minutes or less. I really appreciate your time. If you have any questions, email me at deacon@wellkeptwallet.com and go to wellkeptwallet.com/resources to download this form and other great forms to help you get from where you are to where you want to be with your finances. Thank you. Have a great day.